Hello, class ninth. So we have been studying chapter number 10. Yes, the name of chapter number 10 is gravitation. So last time we studied what is gravitational force, what is centripetal force, and we also studied universal law of gravitation. Okay. Today we will study about the free fall and acceleration due to gravity, you can also call it, in detail, and we will also study about mass and weight, and we will study about the weight of an object on the moon. Okay, these some topic we will study. So, what is gravitation? Yes, can you tell me, kids, what is gravitation? Gravitation is the force of attraction between two objects in the universe. Yes, gravitation is the force of attraction between two objects. So, gravitation may be the attraction of the object by the earth, and gravitation may be the attraction of the attraction between object in outer space. Yes, point number one, gravitation may be the attraction of the objects by the earth. Yes, so attraction of the object is possible due to the gravitation of the earth, and the second is gravitation may be the attraction between objects in outer space. Yes, it may be the attraction between objects in outer space. So if a body is dropped from a certain height, it falls downward. Why? Due to the gravity. Yes, means gravitational force of attraction. Yes, and if a body is thrown upward, it reaches a certain height, then it falls downward due to the earth gravity. Yes, and attraction between the earth and moon, attraction between the sun and planet. Yes, they are an example of attraction of in outer space due to gravitation. What is centripetal force? When a body moves in a circular path. Yes, when a body moves in a circular path, it changes its direction at every point. Yes, it changes its direction at every point. The force which keeps the body in the circular path, acts towards the center of the circle. This force is called centripetal force. Yes, that's why centripetal force bind the um, earth, moon, all the planets, so they revolve in their circular motion. Okay, and if there is no centripetal force, then the body will move in a straight line, or you can say tangent to the circular path. What is universal law of gravitation? Yes, what is universal law of gravitation? So the universal law of gravitation states that every object in the universe attract other object with a force which is directly proportional to the product of the mass and inversely proportional to the square of distance between them. Yes. Suppose there are two body A and B. The mass of A object is capital M and the mass of B object is small m, and they are at a d distance. And let suppose that F force is actually between them. Then what will be the value of F? The value, according to the universal law, we can write F is directly proportional to m into m and inversely proportional to d square. Yes. So the formula we can write F is equal to G into m into m divided by d square. Yes. F is equal to G into m divided by d square. And here G is actually a constant which is called universal gravitation constant. Okay, or you can say constant of proportionality. And by this formula, which formula? F is equal to G into m divided by d square. By this formula we can get the value of G. So then we can get the formula of G. So the formula of G will be G is equal to F into d square divided by m into m. Yes, this will be the formula. So what is the unit of SI? What is the SI unit of G? G is gravitational constant, or you can say constant of proportionality. So the SI unit of G is Newton meter square per kilogram square, or you can say Newton meter square kilogram inverse square. And if I talk about the value of G, the value of G is 6.673 into 10 raised to power minus 11 Newton meter square per kilogram square. Yes, you remember the value 6.673 into 10 to the power minus 11. Now guys, let's study about the free fall. Let's move on the next point. Okay, so let's study about the free fall. What is the actually meaning of free fall? When any object falls from a certain height downward, then what happens? When it comes, its velocity change. Yes, when it is near to the ground, that time its velocity increases. When the velocity changes, then acceleration produced. Yes, so actually the objects are falling, their velocity is changing, so acceleration is producing, because they are falling from up to down. So this acceleration is known as acceleration due to gravity. Yes, because the gravitational force is attracting them. Yes, when they will near to the ground, more gravitational force will apply, so more the velocity will change. Yes, so the earth attract objects towards it. Yes, we know that earth attract the all the objects. Yes, all the objects are attracted by earth, but it is actually a weak force. Okay, the earth attracts objects towards it due to gravitational force. When an object falls towards the earth, yes, when any object is falling on the earth, it happens due to the gravitational force. Yes, this is called free fall. When an object falls on the earth, it happens due to gravitational force. This is called free fall. And what is the meaning of acceleration due to gravity? When any object fall on the earth from a certain height, then its velocity change. So due to changing in velocity, acceleration produce. Okay, as the object reach near the ground, the gravitational force increase, so acceleration changes more. So when an object falls towards the earth, there is a change in its acceleration. Due to the gravitational force of the earth. Yes, there is a change in its acceleration due to the gravitational force of the earth. So this acceleration is called acceleration due to gravity. Yes, this acceleration is called acceleration due to gravity. Okay, so the acceleration due to gravity is denoted by small g. Yes, the acceleration due to gravity is denoted by small g. The unit of g is same as the unit of acceleration. Yes, the unit of gravity and the unit of acceleration is same. The unit is a meter per second square. Yes, when the object fall, acceleration change due to the acceleration, the gravitational force. Due to the gravitational force, acceleration changes. So this acceleration is called acceleration due to gravity. And okay, so what is gravity? Gravity is the power of attraction of the earth. Okay, means due to which the object falls, object free fall. Okay, due to gravity, object free fall. Okay, means changing in speed and going downward towards the earth due to gravitational force. Okay, so it is denoted by g. Okay, from the second law of motion, force is the product of mass and acceleration. Yes, force is the product of mass and acceleration. I will explain. Keep patience. Let's move on the next point. Okay, so the unit of g, g is same as the unit of acceleration. So according to second law, we know that force is the product of mass and acceleration. Yes, force is the product of mass and acceleration. So we know the formula is actually F is equal to ma, where F is force, m is mass, and a is acceleration. Yes, we know this formula. So for free fall, if we talk for the free fall, then for the free fall, force will be the product of mass and acceleration due to the gravity. Yes, for free fall, force will be the product of mass and acceleration due to gravity. So the formula will become F is equal to mg. Yes, the formula will become F is equal to mg, and we know that F is equal to g into m into m in bracket divided by d square. Yes, we know this formula. F is equal to, this is actually representing universal law of gravitation. F is equal to g into m divided by d square. So in the place of F, we will write mg. So the formula will become mg is equal to g into m divided by d square. Yes, mg is equal to g into m divided by d square. Because here the small m is same, so it will get cancelled. So the remaining is g is equal to g into m upon d square. G is equal to g into capital M upon d square. Yes, this will be the formula of acceleration due to gravity. Yes. So g is equal to g into m upon d square. Yes, when the object falls, when the distance decrease, acceleration due to gravity increase. Yes. Okay. So where m is the mass, yes, mass of the earth. I hope you understood. So suppose now, if any object, suppose if any object is near the surface of the earth, if any object is near the surface of the earth, then the distance of both, the distance of the object and will be the same because it is near to the earth. So d is equal to the radius of the earth. Yes, d will be equal to the radius of the earth. So as we know, mg is equal to g into m divided by d square. So because the object is near the surface of the earth, so now there is d will be equal to r. So in the place of d we can write r. So the formula will become of gravity is g is equal to g into m upon r square. G is equal to g into m upon r square, or next formula is mg is equal to g into m upon r square. Okay. So what is the value of g? The value of g is, by calculation, is 9.8 meter per second square. Yes, this is the value of acceleration due to gravity. Means when any object falls, it comes with this acceleration due to gravity magnitude, which is 9.8 meter per second square. Yes, in per second square the object come down 9.8 meter. Okay. So I hope you understood what is free fall, what is acceleration due to gravity. Yes. So let me again tell you last time the definition of free fall and acceleration due to gravity. So the earth attracts objects towards it due to gravitational force. When an object falls towards the earth due to the earth's gravitational force, it is called free fall. Yes. When an object falls towards the earth, there is a change in acceleration due to gravitational force. Yes. So this acceleration is called acceleration due to gravity. I hope you understood. Now let's move on the next point. Okay, so now let's study about the mass and weight. Yes, MASS mass, weight WEIGHT weight. So what is mass? The mass of a body is the measure of its inertia. Yes, the mass of the body is the measure of inertia. Yes, inertia is the tendency, inertia is the property of the motion which try to resist the state of the object. Yes, inertia is the property of an object which try to resist the state of the motion of the object. Yes. So we know that if any object is in rest position, it will remain in rest. If it is moving, keep moving. This is the first law. which is called law of inertia. Okay, so mass of the body is the measure of its inertia. Yes, if you know the inertia, then you can easily calculate mass. So actually inertia is calculated by the magnitude of the force. Inertia is calculated by the magnitude of the force. Suppose if I say you have to push the truck, can you push the truck? No, you cannot push. Why? Because the inertia of the truck is more. When the inertia is more, it means mass is more. Yes. So if the mass of a body is more, then inertia will also be more. Yes. You cannot push truck because the mass is more. It means inertia is more. Yes. And inertia can be calculated by the magnitude of force. What is the unit of mass? Kilogram. Yes. So the mass of the body is constant. It does not change from place to place. Yes. Mass does not change from place to place. Right now, if my mass is 50 kilogram, if I go to America, there will be also 50 grams. So mass cannot change from place to place. Okay, it remains constant. I hope you understood it. Well, let me tell you one thing. Most of the students think that mass and weight are same, but both are different. Yes, mass and weight are not same. They are different. Because whenever we go to shopkeeper and we say to him, give me 1 kg sugar, give me 1 kg jaggery, give me 1 kg flour. So no, it's wrong. Actually, this is actually the mass. Yes, which never change. It remains constant. But weight actually comes when mass multiplied by gravity. Yes, when you multiply mass with 9.81. So what is weight? Weight is actually a force. Yes, mass is a scalar quantity, but weight is a vector quantity. Yes, and you know what are scalar quantity and what are vector quantity? Yes, scalar quantity shows the represented by magnitude only, but the vector quantity is represented by direction also. Yes, so we have already studied this one. So it's the weight of a body. The weight of a body is the force. The weight of the body is the force with which the earth attract the body. Yes, weight of the body is actually that force by which the earth attract the body. Yes, so the force with which a body is attracted by earth depend on its mass and acceleration due to gravity. Yes, actually the force with which a body is attracted by the earth, it depends upon the mass and acceleration. Yes, F is equal to m into g, mass into gravity. This will be the formula. And so because we know that weight is a force, so since weight of the body is the force with which the earth attract the body, okay, weight is the weight of the body is the force of the earth with which earth attract the body. So the here the formula will become W is equal to mg. W is equal to mg. Because F is equal to mg and W is equal to mg, then we can write, we can say that if g is constant, suppose if g is constant, then we can say that W is directly proportional to m. Yes, when the mass will increase, weight will increase. Okay, when the mass will increase, force also increase. Okay, W is directly proportional to m. Okay, and F is also directly proportional to m. Since G is at a place constant, okay, so the weight of the body changes from place to place. Yes, weight of the body can change because somewhere gravity is less, somewhere gravity is more. But mass always constant, it does not change. So the weight of the body changes from place to place. What is the SI unit of weight? Newton. Newton is the SI unit of weight. So remember, okay, mass is the actually the body measurement using the inertia. The mass of the body is constant and does not change from place to place. Okay, if the mass is more, then inertia will also be more. What is weight? Weight is actually defined as the multiplication of mass and gravity. Yes, so weight is the force with which the earth attract the object, with which the earth attract the object. Okay, I hope you understood. Here W will be equal to mg. Now Let's move on the next point. Okay, kids, let's study the topic weight of an object on the moon. Yes, what will be the weight of any body or any object or any human on the moon or any animal on the moon? Well, before it, let me tell you what is the mass of the earth. The mass of the earth is 5.98 into 10 raised to power 24. Yes, 5.98 into 10 to the power 24. Okay, and what is the mass of our moon? The mass of the moon is less in comparison to earth, so it is 7.36 into 10 raised to power minus 22. Yes, okay, 7.36 10 raised to power minus 22, but the earth 5.98 into 10 raised to power minus 28. Okay, or you can say 6 into 10 raised to power minus 20. Okay, so so in short you can say earth mass is 6 into 10 raised to power minus 24 and moon for 7 into 10 raised to power 22. And radius, if we talk about the radius of the earth is 6.37 into 10 raised to power 6. Yes, the radius of the earth is 6.37 10 raised to power 6, and the radius of the moon is 1.74 into 10 raised to power 6. Okay, so the weight of an object on the earth, is the force with which the earth attracts the object, and the weight of an object on the moon is force with which the moon attracts the object. Yes, so the weight of an object on the earth is the force with which the earth attracts the object, and the weight of the object on the moon is the force with which the moon attracts the object. Yes, on the earth weight will be actually that force which with which the earth attracts the object, and on the moon the force the weight will be the weight will be that with which an object on the moon is the with which on the moon is the force with which the moon attracts the objects. Yes, so the moon apply less pressure, less force, and on the object in comparison to earth. Yes, the earth apply more force on the object and the moon apply less force. Okay, so the weight of an object is actually the 1/6 of its weight of the earth. Yes, so the weight of an object is on the moon. The weight of an object on the moon is actually the 1/6 of its weight on earth. I hope you understood. Now please you will memorize these value of the celestial body earth and moon. The value of earth is 6 into 10 raised to power 24, moon is 7.10 raised to power 22, earth is radius is 6.37 10 raised to power 6, and moon radius is 1.74 into 10 raised to power 6. Now let's move on the next point. Okay, so let's try to understand thrust and pressure. So what is thrust? THRUST, thrust. So thrust is that force which is acting on the object perpendicular to the surface. Yes, thrust is the force which act at 90 degree to the surface. Yes, perpendicular. For example, when you stand in loose land, the force of your body is actually acting on an area equal to the area of your feet. Yes, the force when you are standing in loose soil, that time the force of your body, or you can say the weight of your body, the force of your body actually act on an area which will be equal to the area of your feet, and when you lie down, the same force act on an area which is equal to the area of whole body. Yes, okay, in both cases the force acting on the sand, which is actually called thrust. Okay, so thrust is a force acting on an object perpendicular to the surface. Yes. So if you are standing in a soil, your whole body actually weight will be equal to the weight of the area of feet. So that's why you goes in, your feet goes in. What is pressure? Pressure is the force acting on a unit area of surface. Yes. Pressure is defined as the thrust per area. Yes. So pressure is actually the force acting on unit area of the surface. Example: the effect of thrust on loose sand is larger while standing in lying down. The SI unit of thrust is Newton per meter square, or you can say Pascal. Okay. I hope you understood. Now let's move on the next point. Okay, it's time to ask question from you. Question number one. Define following: thrust, pressure, free fall, acceleration, free fall acceleration due to gravity. So what is thrust? Thrust is the force acting on an object perpendicular to the surface. Yes, thrust is a force which act on the surface perpendicular to the surface. You know, when you stand on a loose sand, the force or you can of your body is actually acting on an area which is equal to the area of your feet. But when you lie down, and the same force act on an area equal to the contact of area of whole body. Yeah. Yes. So in both cases the force acting on the sand is the same. Okay. Pressure is the force acting on a unit area of a surface. Yes. Pressure is defined as thrust divided by area. Okay. Pressure is a force acting on a unit area of a surface. So the SI unit of pressure is Pascal. Okay. And the SI unit of thrust and other one more unit is Newton meter square. Okay, question: what is free fall and what is acceleration due to gravity? Yes, what is free fall? The earth attracts objects. The earth attracts object towards it due to gravitational force. When an object falls towards the earth due to the earth's gravitational force, it is called free fall. And what is acceleration due to gravity? When an object falls towards the earth, there is a change in its acceleration due to the gravitational force of the earth. So this acceleration is called acceleration due to gravity. Now, question number two: write the difference between mass and weight. Yes. What is mass? The mass of the body is measure of its inertia. Okay, mass is a scalar quantity. Okay, the mass of a body is constant and does not change from its place to place. Okay, and weight, the weight of a body is the force with which the earth attracts the body. Weight is a force, it is a vector quantity. The force with which a body is attracted by earth, you know, on its depends upon mass and acceleration due to the gravity. So the formula for weight is F is equal to mg, and the formula for mass is F divided by g. Okay, and in the place of F we can write W, because weight of the body is the force with which the earth attracts the body. Yes, weight is actually the weight of a body is the force with which the earth attracts the body. So the formula will be W is equal to mg. I hope you understood. Now we will meet in next class, but before it, let's complete the last question. What will be the weight of a body on the moon? Yes, you know what is the mass of the moon? The mass of the moon is 7.36 into 10 raised to power 22, and its radius is 1.74 into 10 raised to power 6. So the weight of the object on the earth is the force with which the earth attracts the object, and the weight of the object on the moon is the force with which the moon attracts the object. And the mass of the moon is less than the mass of the earth. Yes, and the mass of the earth is 5.98 into 10 raised to power 24, which is equal to 6 into 24 10 raised to power 24. The mass of the moon is less than the mass of the earth, so the moon apply a lesser force on the object than the earth. So the weight of the object on the moon, so the weight of the object of the moon is 1/6 of its weight on the earth. Yes, the weight of the object on the moon is 1/6 of its weight on the earth. Now we will meet in next class. We will study the remaining topic. Tomorrow will be the last class. Till then, bye bye.